Some of you probably clicked on this video and you're like, that's a bold move, Brayden. You're ready to be the most hated guy on the internet. And that would be true, except I brought my friend Chris to say all the things I don't like. Get over here, Chris. We're going to teach people about modesty.
Yeah, so modesty is important. You should do it.
No, but honestly, I feel like the reason people don't like modesty is because it's portrayed in a way that's not actually true. It's like when we look at it as this restrictive thing, then of course we don't like it. But what modesty brings us is this greater interior freedom. And I want to talk about that in this video. I think the reason that there's this huge negative connotation towards modesty is that people don't really understand what it is or what it gets us towards. And so I want to talk about these two desires that are on our heart that modesty helps to fulfill. So this first desire that we all have is to get other people to heaven. And to be able to do that, we have to have this awareness about what we do and how it's affecting other people. I remember in high school, there was a girl I was dating and I thought she was so beautiful, but I didn't realize this lustfulness I had towards her. And then one day, I saw her wearing this apparel that made me feel a certain way that was not necessarily looking at her beauty. And then it hit me, and I was like, wait, this is how every other guy is thinking about her when they see her wearing this. And I didn't know how to process what I was feeling. And I definitely did not know how to put this in words that would describe to her this distortion of her beauty that I was seeing. And a lot of guys struggle with this because girls do have this inherent beauty. And while this is true that we cannot make other people sin, I cannot force you to sin and you cannot force me to sin. But women have this ability to invite men to virtue. Even since I had my initial or bigger conversion, like early in college, about 2 years ago, there's still this temptation or this tendency towards sin and towards seeing this distorted view of beauty. And what I really do want is to be able to see a woman's beauty, but there's still situations I know I can't get into because it would potentially cause me to sin, because I don't want to be in that. So what I ask of women, and I want women to understand, is that I need your help in being able to see your beauty, because I want to be able to know who you are, and more than just what your outward appearance would be. And modesty is not just a man thing. Yeah, like when I go to the gym, I intentionally do not wear those small tank tops because I know my massive biceps could cause you to sin. I have huge hair. So I'm gonna blur this so people can't see how big my biceps are. I'm not gonna cause you to sin in my video.
But why?
Yeah. Okay, I'm sort of kidding about that. It's like what modesty is an invitation to see who I truly am beyond just this superficial value. And so it's like a lot of times you could go to the gym and you'll see a lot of men wearing these tank tops that are clearly trying to show off their muscles. And while it's not bad to have muscles, it's like, what are you inviting people into? Because I want to be seen for something far more than something that could inevitably change. And when I guess I'm talking about superficial value or like the superficial parts of us, it's that I want to be known for something or want to be seen for who I am beyond just my skin. Or when I say like inevitably change, there's parts of us that are always like, I don't necessarily like the word inevitable change, but what I'm trying to get at with it is if you're just seeing me for this parts of myself that, like my hair, or it's like how tall I am, or those kind of things, and that's something that could go away at some point. It's like, but the part of me that like won't go away is who I am beyond that. And so that's what we really want to invite people into. This second desire that we have is to be known for who we are. And if a woman's wanting to have relationships with men, and not just dating relationships, but like actually deep friendships, you can help him out and help yourself out in being able to form these relationships by taking away this temptation that might be there. It's in the same way, it's why as men, we wouldn't want to be pursued for how much money we have. And it's because we are something more than our money. So like if I'm maybe driving around my Ferrari that I don't have, it might be attracting women just because of that and not for something more. What I'm getting at with this Ferrari example is that modesty also is not just in what we wear. It's a lifestyle that we live as an invitation for people to see who we are. And so maybe not driving a nice car might not necessarily be immodest in some senses, but like I did this in high school. There'd be a girl I liked and I would want her to know about all of these superficial things that I had accomplished, like if I did singing or my social media stuff or how good I was at basketball. And it wasn't really fulfilling anything I liked because if she liked me for it, then I knew she didn't like me for something deeper. And if she didn't like that, then I was insecure as well. And now that I've had more confidence with myself and I'm not just pointing straight towards these accomplishments I have, the relationships I have are so much deeper. What my goal has been for this video is not necessarily into giving practicals about modesty, but even just to put it all on our radar so that we're able to be intentional about having these deeper relationships and truthfully inviting people towards God.
The problem is men, period. Next thought.
The solution is this man. I just can't have a video where I don't advertise for my singleness.
Oh my
It's literally not a thing.
You can go ahead and advertise for mine too. That'd be excellent.
Mine too, question mark?